Day Delicious crew, check this out. Right here is the AGM Radar TS25384.
Daddy Delicious.
This is a thermal scope or thermal spotter. This is designed to be a scope. There is a rail mount that goes on a rifle if you want, but I'm probably just going to use this as a thermal spotter and not attach it to a gun. So I'm not going to do a huge review on this because if you want, you can look up reviews on this. I'm just going to kind of show you guys what this is and play with this. Now what I do have here, this can take batteries. Right here's a battery compartment, but I like rechargeable battery packs, so I bought this. This is a Sightmark battery pack. Sightmark is a company that makes like kind of lower tier optics for rifles and stuff. It has a clip mount on it, so it can clip onto a Picatinny rail on the side of a rifle if you want. I have a whole handle assembly coming for this thing, and everything's going to clip on, and it's just going to have a handle that holds it like this. So this is pretty cool. This plugs in right in the side here with a USB-C right here. So I just plug it in like this, and then I don't have to use CR123 batteries or whatever they're called. So let's take a look and see what we go on. Now, thermal works in daytime or nighttime. It works in fog, rain, any kind of weather condition. Pretty much, it'll just see right through everything. So as you can see, it's clearly daytime out right now, and what we're going to do is we're just going to look out on the property. Let me focus this thing, and you can see out on the property. So I'm looking out, see all the trees, see how, so this is in white hot mode. So everything that's white is hot. And I see how the ground is a lot of white speckled with black. That's because the white is the hotter parts, because the sun has been beaming down. Like, see that little matte thing out there? That the edges are all white because that's it's just hotter around the edges, right? So this is pretty cool. Yeah, see how the road and the sand is hot because the sun is hitting it. So the leaves on the trees are warmer. Now, yeah, there's the truck right there. You can see the front end is a little colder than, say, the top end of it, right? So what this is cool is you can spot an animal or a human from, like, you can zero in on them so fast. Let's switch this. This is black hot. So now everything that is black is warmer. Like, see the seat on the motorcycle and around the engine case and all that? It's warmer than, like, the tire, you know? This is a fusion mode. This is what I call predator vision, right? So everything, I don't know, everything that is darker is colder. Everything that is lighter is warmer. So that's pretty sweet. And then that's red hot mode. So red hot mode, it kind of like focuses in, like, see how it puts the red spots on stuff? The red spots are, it's what's detecting is hotter. I don't know, this mode is kind of weird because it like fades stuff in and out, you know? Like it fades the red in and out. So we're gonna go back to white hot mode right there. Hey Luke, raise your hand. Yeah, there you go, stand up. He's in a hammock. He is cooler than the rest of the area around him because inside that cargo container is hot. You see the walls are white? I got this because I wanted to see two things. Number one, first and foremost, I have this property here, as all you guys know about, right? So I want to see if there's any intruders on the property or any trespassers, so I can kindly go to them and say, hey man, you're on private property, you need to skedaddle. With this thermal scope, I can scan the tree line, I can scan anywhere on the property, and you can pick up, it'll pick up a thermal signature off of a human like that, no problem, day or nighttime. Nighttime especially, if it's like cooler out, and that's usually when a lot of people are trespassing, I found, is nighttime. Very close second to why I bought this thing is for animals. I want to spot animals. I'm not really a hunter, but I do like to look at animals. I like to observe, and I know there are some black bear around here, a lot of coyote, bobcat, there's a lot of deer. So I want to be able to kind of like look through the thermal scope and spot that stuff at nighttime. This thing is kind of cool because you can see the studs in the walls of your home, depending on where the wall is in the house, because if it's an exterior wall, you can absolutely look at the wall and see the studs, because the studs are going to be a different temperature than the ambient air around the studs or the drywall on the inside of the home. So I have been able to actually, I just used this in the camper to locate studs in the wall because I wanted to mount a TV in there. So that's actually kind of sweet. Here's the case that I bought for this this thing. I got this at Harbor Freight. It's like a Pelican style case. And then this is what I keep, it's
That's what I keep the thermal in. So as you can see, it has this handle on it, and that's the battery pack, right? And see how it has like Picatinny mounts on it. This thing, this handle, I got this off of, I think, Amazon, and it's supposed to be like you put a pistol inside here to make like a Glock pistol, have a front foregrip or so. I don't know what it is, but it works out good for this. And I hold it like this, and I plug the battery pack in, and that's how I have it. So this worked out. It works out really good as a quick grab spotting scope for the property or for whatever else I need. And it's all tucked in nice and safe inside there. That clips down, 4 locking points inside of that, and that's it. All right, there's our cat. Look at the bed, how it's warmer on the inside than the outside because of heat transfer. So it's kind of neat looking at animals under this thermal scope and seeing how they are. There's me. If you notice my sweatshirt, look at the hot spots and the cold spots, depending on how close the sweatshirt is to my body. So that's kind of cool seeing that. And here I am eating ice. That's why my mouth is all black. And I'll show you my hand, which is cool. I was holding the ice, so all the coldness on my hand. Now this is neat. This is where I'm holding the ground. Look at that. That's kind of cool. The handprint on the ground from the heat transfer. I think that's pretty interesting. And we have some photos coming up of my dog. This thermal scope takes photos as well. And look at the footprint. That's kind of cool. And then up next, we have an Xbox, a router, and a modem. You can see the heat given off being generated from those devices. So overall, I think this is a really cool device. And to tell you the truth, this thing, to most people, you would think it's really expensive. This was about $2,000 just for the scope itself. It's a nice thermal scope, but it's actually bottom of the barrel for thermal as far as thermal scopes go. There's a lot nicer units for a lot more money out there. The one I actually want is like $10,000 or $12,000, which obviously I'm not going to get because I can't justify spending that kind of money on a thermal scope. And this works just fine for exactly what I need. Now, a lot of the footage you did see on here where it seemed kind of blurry, it is a lot more clear in the camera. And everyone says that when you record with the onboard recording device on this, for some reason it lowers the resolution. But this is great for what I need it for. The way thermal scopes work is they can't zoom in. If they do, it's a digital zoom. So the more you zoom in, the more grainy it gets. Like this does have digital zoom, but the further in, like you can't see anything when you zoom in on this. So the base setting on this, the base focal setting on this is what you're buying. And this, I forgot what it was. It doesn't say on here. This is like a 2X or a 1X, something like that. It's very low. Basically, it's for seeing directly around you. You can buy these with the base setting being 4X, 8X, stuff like that. So when you look into it, it's the lowest setting possible is like whatever X that is. If I had to buy this again, I'd probably get one that the base level was a longer zoom, a longer throw, because the whole idea was to look around my campsite with this. We're on my property, my immediate area. But what I found is I like to try to look further out, and it's harder with this one because the base level zoom is almost nothing. So if I had to do it again, I'd get one with a longer base zoom. But other than that, this thing is pretty sweet. And if you're in the market for one, you can go pick yourself up one. This is made by AGM, and it's the Rattler TS25-384. 384 is the resolution. And of course, 384 doesn't seem like a lot as far as resolution goes, but you pay for resolution. That's what you're paying for. You want a HD scope, you're paying big money for it. So this is what I got. This is what I like. This is what I'm using. Maybe in the future I will get something different if I ever win the lottery. But other than that, this is it. So thank you for watching, and have a great day. This is Big Daddy Kyle. Come straight at you from Canton, Michigan. I'll talk to all you sexy cool cats later. Peace.